trade deadline ever. Welcome back, everybody. You're reviewing sports. My name is James Irvin, and today we're talking about the MLB trade deadline. Things were going crazy as everybody was making moves. The Cubs are selling, the Nationals are selling, the Pirates are always selling no matter what time of the year it is, and we're going to talk about it all here today. If you enjoy that, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So, who made some big moves out there? Well, let me tell you, the Yankees were making moves. They got Joey Gallo and Anthony Rizzo. They saw that offense was struggling. Joey Gallo was going to hit 60 home runs in that Yankee Stadium. And then, of course, they got Anthony Rizzo as well. Another piece to add to that offense. And, of course, you know, they needed first base, right? Because Luke Voit, like former champion, he's great defensively. Rizzo can bring you power and great defense. But then the Red Sox saw what the Yankees were doing and was just like, Kyle Schwarber, the guy who was hitting like 12 home runs in 2 games, Kyle Schwarber. That's who we're going to go get, is Kyle Schwarber. So the Red Sox adding some more pop to that offense. Kyle Schwarber probably do some DH. Also got Austin Davis and Hansel Robles for that bullpen. So getting some arms out there will always help. Then the Blue Jays saw what the Yankees and Red Sox were doing, right? And they're like, okay, we'll go get Brad Hand and Jose Barrios. Probably overpaid a little bit for Jose Barrios, but they got their guys, okay? They got that big bullpen arm they needed in Brad Hand, and they got a really good starter to complement Hyun-Jin Ryu and Jose Barrios. So, let's switch things all the way over to the NL East now. In fact, let's talk about my Atlanta Braves, because they were another team that made multiple big moves. Not big, they made multiple moves, just like the Yankees did. In fact, the Yankees and the Dodgers, who we'll get to in a second, made probably the biggest moves out there. But the Braves, they did a lot too. Don't be sleeping on my Atlanta Braves now. Come on. Don't be sleeping on. In fact, we were winning 4-0 last night against Corbin Burns. Lost 9-5, but it's okay. But that offense gonna be fixed. That pitching staff's gonna be fixed because we got Eddie Rosario from the Cleveland Guardians, former future Guardians, now still Cleveland. Adam Duvall, who I wanted to sign back, is back. Welcome back, Adam Duvall. Absolutely loved him in 2020. Wanted him to give him arbitration in 2021. Braves refused to. Brought him back because Marcell Ozuna was bop to women. And I knew this was going to happen. But we weren't done yet. In fact, we go get another power-hitting outfielder to try and replace Marcell Ozuna in Jorge Soler from the Kansas City Royals. But then everybody was like, 4 minutes left. With 4 minutes left trade deadline, everybody was complaining. Atlanta didn't get a single reliever. Do we really trust this bullpen staff? We shouldn't trust this bullpen staff. We got Richard Rodriguez from the Pittsburgh Pirates, someone who I've been saying we should be getting for a while. I'm very happy they listen to me. I'm not just going to go out there and say they listen to a random 16-year-old kid who records in sports videos in his bedroom. But yes, they did listen to me. Atlanta, I can be your GM. Hire me. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm doing. Braves obviously get a huge bullpen piece. He doesn't even need to be the closer. Will Smith can be the closer. Rich Rock can just be the middle reliever. Be like Shane Green's role. Did the 7th. Martin did the 8th. And then Smith did the 9th because Shane Green has allowed 4 home runs in his past 9 appearances. And it's not good at all. Like, it's bad. So, Braves getting a huge pop for the offense because we've been struggling with runners in scoring position. And then get the bullpen guys, which we obviously needed since literally this franchise was born, it seems like. But then the Mets saw what we were doing. They're like, Javi Bias. And then the Mets got Javi Bias. So the middle infield will consist of Pete Alonso, Javi Bias, Francisco Lindor. Just having Lindor and Baez back-to-back, El Mago, Lindor is going to be amazing. Also, Baez is kind of hurt right now, but should be back. Just like Eddie Rosario's hurt, but should be back. He'll bring some much-needed pop to that Mets offense. Because Javi Baez is a good hitter. He's been struggling as of late, but when he's on, and the Mets need someone who can be a little more consistent in that lineup. But then the Nationals saw that, right? And they were just like, okay, we're selling. They got rid of everybody. In fact, the 2 big ones that we're going to talk about right now the Dodgers went out and made some pretty huge moves. In fact, they got Trey Turner as well as Max Scherzer. What? Why? Gosh. The Dodgers will stop at nothing to be the best team in baseball. And I kind of hate it. Like, kill me. I hate the Dodgers so much. I hate them. But they got Trey Turner, one of the best shortstops in all of baseball. They got Max Scherzer because with the whole Bauer incident thing going on. Yeah. So, they made moves. They saw what they needed to do. They saw what they needed to improve on, and they got it. I don't know what they're going to do with Corey Seager now. Probably just move him to an outfield spot, maybe. Put him on the bench. I don't know. Either way, Trey Turner is really good. Okay. And then the Marlins also sold. The A's got out and got Starling Marte. That's huge for them. I absolutely love Starling Marte. I hate that he was on the Marlins, but Marlins got rid of him. He's out of the NL East. Braves don't have to worry about 2 more teams now. Just go beat Philly and go beat New York, and we can make the playoffs. That's all that I care about. But then the White Sox saw what the A's were doing, and they went out and got Cesar Hernandez, Ryan Tapia, and of course the huge bullpen move that they added. Craig Kimbrell has to move so far. I feel bad for him. He just got to Chicago, probably just got settled in, and then they traded him to the Chicago White Sox. Gonna be a tough move for him. Prayers up for Craig Kimbrell. Obviously, I'm joking, but yes, the White Sox getting Craig Kimbrell is huge. He was struggling in 2019. He was struggling in 2020, but don't even look at those because he was signed late and didn't have a spring training. Then he also didn't have a spring training in 2020, so he was also signed late. But Craig Kimbrell to the White Sox. That may be the little boost over the edge that the White Sox need to go out and win this World Series. And I absolutely do think they can win this World Series, especially with Kimbrell. If Kimbrell can keep performing how he's performing, absolutely they can go and win this World Series. Great job. Great move right there from the White Sox. Shift back into the NL East as the Phillies made a couple of smaller minor moves in Ian Kennedy and Kyle Gibson to help boost up that pitching staff. Padres needed to make some big moves, so they get Adam Frazier, Daniel Hudson, and Jake Marisnick. Oh, and then of course the Giants are just like, oh yeah? Chris Bryant. And they got Chris Bryant. I am praying for Cubs fans right now because they are suffering. They got rid of Bias to the Mets. They got rid of Rizzo to the Yankees. They got rid of Bryant to the Giants. Bryant to the Giants. It's huge move right there for San Francisco. They're in first with that team they have. They didn't expect to be in first place. They're not trying to break up too much chemistry, but they got the piece that can probably keep them striving in first place in Chris Bryant. Absolutely love the move for them. And then, so with the Dodgers making those moves, obviously, you're going to have to compete with the Dodgers. But they are competing easily with the Dodgers, with a less star-studded team, you could say. Padres needed to make moves just to keep maintaining that wild card race. But then the Giants went out and got Chris Bryant to keep boosting that offense, to boost up their entire team, and give the fans hope that they can actually win this division. And if they keep like it, Chris Bryant gets on a hot streak, absolutely, they win this division. Some more smaller moves around the league. Brewers got Eduardo Escobar. Seems to hurt. Dodgers also picked up Danny Duffy. So, yeah, lots of moves. This was an amazing trade deadline. Let me know who you think are the winners and the losers. I'm going to try and do a video, updated standing predictions, with the trade, past the trade deadline. And we're going to see how it works. I think it could be fun. I got to do it a little quick, though, because some games will be getting in. And I apologize for that, but maybe a little bit of recency. But what is your favorite move of the deadline? My personal favorite move is the Braves getting Rich Rod and Eddie Rosario. Non-Braves move, it's got to be the Giants going out and getting Chris Bryant just to boost that team. Also, how many home runs do you think Joey Gallo is going to hit in that Yankee Stadium? Only time will tell. My guess is about 470. He's going to hit a lot of home runs, and the Yankees need it. So, I know you guys think are the winners and losers down below. This was an amazing trade. I had a lot of fun following. If I missed any smaller moves that your team made, I do apologize, but please try to remember, it is just me looking up all this research. I don't have a team around me. Keep me informed, but I tried my best, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun this trade deadline. Let's watch some baseball and get into October, and then we can watch some freaking football. Thank you for listening.